Hi, this is the Daily Design with Denise Mathew, the place to get human design microbursts of information, discussions, and energy alerts that can help you navigate an unpredictable world. So let's get into it. This is episode 8, 2027 and the Cross of the Sleeping Phoenix, part 3. So we've already talked about the gate 59 and also the gate 55. So that's half of the Sleeping Phoenix. And now we're moving to the other half. And this is connected to or part of the integration circuit. The integration circuit is a micro circuit or a mini circuit, which means that it doesn't have a lot of gates that are part of it. But that certainly doesn't mean that it's not powerful. Now, when we talk about the integration circuit, it is all about the individual self. This is about survival of the self. The integration circuit is individual energy, which is vastly different from collective energy or even tribal energy. This circuit is unique in that the 4 gates that are part of the integration circuit have more than one harmonic or more than one way that it connects to make a channel. Now, I'm not going to get into exactly how the integrative circuit works, but I just wanted to introduce it as a very individualistic circuit that is completely connected with you surviving. This isn't about anybody else. This is about you. And what Ra Uru said was that when this energy is activated, this could be somebody running out the front door and leaving everybody behind to fend for themselves if there's some hint that there's something wrong in the building or there's a fire or something like that. So it is this survival of the self at all costs. Now we can imagine this as a whole global theme. We're not talking about specific people because when we're talking about the cross of the sleeping phoenix becoming a global cycle, then it is a global energy, and we're not sort of pointing out people and saying, well, you're going to act like this or you're not. And it's not that type of energy. It is an overall energy of what we might see. And that would be that we are starting to take care of our own needs as opposed to having this hierarchy tribal energy that has been in play for so many years, where we're always expecting the higher ups, the leaders, or somebody who isn't us to take care of us, and we will support them. Now we're throwing all that energy out and we're saying, now we have to decide how we're going to take care of ourselves. What are we going to do for ourselves in the future? And we talked about this a little bit already with the gate 55. So let's expand on the gate 34 today. To be precise, the gate 34, line 6, which is called common sense. The overall theme for the gate 34 is power and how we use our power. The gate 34 is considered one of the most powerful gates in the whole human design body graph because it has a sacral connection with the gate 20 that connects the sacral center, the most powerful motor in the whole body graph, to the throat, which is what you call the most powerful energy that we can really talk about. But because it's part of integration, that means that it is all about the self and how you use your power in the world. This is power for the greater good, or the alternative, power at all costs. There's no awareness in this full channel, the 3420, because it isn't part of an awareness center. So this is just raw and very potent power to get things done. Basically, the comment would be that nobody can do it like you can do it when you have this energy. So a lot of times people can't keep up with you because you have the pure manifesting energy going directly to the throat, which can make you a powerhouse of energy, but it can also burn you out if it's not used to your advantage. But if we're looking at the gate 34, line 6, we're talking about the common sense to know when enough is enough. If we look at the way power is used in the world these days, finding people using it for the common good of the world or society may not be an easy thing to do. Of course, that doesn't mean that nobody's trying to use their power to better the world, because we know that there are people who are doing that out there. What it does mean is that a lot of times power connects to getting more money, even more power, or to some way sort of alleviate the boredom. You can push people around. You can bully them if you want, because this is raw power. If you look at it from the perspective of if you've risen to the top 1% of the world and you're using your power for sport, it would make sense because there is a tremendous amount of boredom with once you've hit all the parameters that you want, what else is there to do? So when we get to the gate 34, line 6, we realize that we do have a tremendous amount of power and that we can use it whatever way we want. We can push people around who are weaker than us. As I said, bullying. But the opposite can also be seen. And that's where we're doing something with the power in a way that we can empower others, because this is individual energy. The 34 line 6 says, once you have pushed your power out so far where you know you have every ability to do whatever you want to do, and the person that you are overpowering has no ability to do anything, then there comes a sense of there's got to be something different. There's got to be something better than just pushing people around and getting my own way all the time. Because eventually, just always pushing your own agenda becomes tiresome, and it can even burn you out. So the question might be, what's the diplomatic way to use our force or our power? Or can we even share the power that we contain within us? Our wealth, our abundance, or anything that we have excess of? Can we start to allow other people to share in the power that we contain within us, especially when you carry this energy? A great example of somebody who is using their power for common good is a restaurant owner that has recently come in the news, who decided that in order to empower his staff to want to be part of a team and committed to trying to make the best restaurant possible, he gave the staff a share of the profits that the restaurant made. This sharing of abundance was symbolic of sharing the power that the restaurant owner had with the other people that were working with him. He definitely could have forced everybody to do their best and used fear as a tactic, or even bullied them if he wanted to, but instead he chose a different path. Of course, it's not always going to be the easiest path that is the most empowering to other people. But if there's anything that can be said at this present time in the world all around us, there are people in the world who have too much power to wield. And truly nobody in the world should ever have the amount of power that some people have at this present moment. Unless, of course, they are sharing what they have so that not just one person can benefit, but a multitude, even millions of people can benefit from the power that one person wields in this world. This has been The Daily Design with Denise Mathew. Thank you for being here. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon.